Hey everyone, it's Amy at Dragon's Bit Apothecary. Thank you for joining me this last Friday of July. Can you believe it's last Friday of July? This month has just gone by. I know we had 5 Fridays and a full moon that we've done these cards on, and it doesn't feel like it at all. It doesn't. So anyway, we are here to do our oils and oracle reading. We do them every week, and if you're new, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Leave some feedback and thumbs up that you like it. Thanks for supporting us as a small business. And I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then we'll get into our reading. So every Friday we do oils and oracles. And what I do is pull cards, and then we talk about what they mean, and then I give you some essential oil natural product recommendations to support the reading. So a little bit of fun, education, support, all in one little bundle. And we also do it on full moons every month. So it's just, again, something interesting and different. If you have questions, you can always leave them here on YouTube, or you can go over to the website, and we've got a place where you can contact us, very responsive. You can also get a personal reading that we will pull cards for you. And as part of that, you'll get the oils from the reading sent to you. So it's just a little something we extra here we do. Okay, so let's get into this one. Last weekend in July, it's actually my birthday in a couple days. So I was super excited to pull these cards today. And I will tell you that the cards, when I first read them, because I'm using the crystals deck again, I thought they sounded like drinks. I'll admit they sounded like drinks. So excuse the humor when I start pronouncing some of this, because it literally sounded like drinks. So we're going to start with the first card, and this is what we need this weekend. And it's watermelon tourmaline. See what I mean? It sounds like a drink. It sounds like we should be pulling out some watermelon, added some little adult something to it, right? So this is actually a good card for focusing on the good and letting the small stuff go. Okay, that's what this card's about. In all seriousness, it actually has a really big purpose. So pull this up. So it means seeking perfection in the moment, basking in bliss of just being, natural joy, and with a peaceful heart. Okay, and it literally has watermelon colors. Okay, so a little bit about this one. It is letting us know that the divine order supports us in experiencing bliss, happiness. It's a happiness. And there's an unbreakable connection we have to the universe to getting this. It's always with us, guiding us and helping us radiate outward, letting our natural light shine through and being who we are. Forget the small stuff today and simply be present, feeling your bliss. Pretty cool, huh? And feel it with joy, enthusiasm, optimism. The problems exist and always will. You're always going to have problems. Always. So let it go. Just let yourself enjoy a moment of peace right now, and let that joy and peace arise within you. So you are now being asked to acknowledge your co-creative power and ability to collaborate in the great healing work of all. Do not let your ego distract you from the pleasure of knowing that each moment you are here, you have a distinct honor of being able to contribute to the healing of the planet and for all her creatures. The conscious universe is giving you a big shout out to bask in your bliss. Life is good and getting better every moment. Isn't that great? It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so here's the oils that I have aligned to this one. I don't have a watermelon oil, sorry. But I align ginger, because sometimes when we're sweating the small stuff and we're really anxious about the small stuff going wrong in our life, it shows in our digestive system. So I aligned us with some ginger on this one to be calm, let our digestive system relax, and be able to take a deeper breath. Now, for that reason, I also aligned the doTERRA Breathe with this card. Breathe is a respiratory blend oil from doTERRA. Wonderful for breathing deeply, relaxing that respiratory system, relieving congestion, and just taking that deep pause that we need, and this card is telling us to take. Then I put Siberian fir with this one too, because all our tree oils are very good at grounding us and helping us see the bigger picture in life, right? If you think about their deep roots that kind of ground us solidly, so we've got the security around us, but then they arch forward into the sky so we can see a full picture and have a different perspective than sweating the small details that are bogging us down. Okay, so that's what we got to do this weekend. Forget it. Forget that small stuff. Focus on the good. Okay, that's our message this weekend. Okay, next week. Oh, this is a great August one. Great, great, great. Can you believe it's going to be August? Those kids are going to be going back to school. It's just craziness. Okay, so this next one, I'm going to flip to my notes, and then I'll show you this card. Oh yeah, here we go. Sunstone. Okay, isn't that great for August? Okay, this is about freedom, breaking through obstacles, the power to overcome limitations, and having confidence knowing you can do it. Okay, that's what this card's about. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Any of us can be so used to being restricted that we forget we have the potential to move beyond limitations. We stare in disbelief at an open door of a cage, not knowing we can leave the cage. Yeah, we're all guilty of that, aren't we? Yeah, sure are. So this is asking us to look at our patterns, our habits, the things that we've put in our way that tells us we can't or it's impossible, and to see past that. Okay, now if you think back to the last crystal we talked about, that watermelon one, it was saying let go of the small details. This too is challenging us, let go of the things that you're trying to control too tightly that are creating these barriers in front of you. Geez, guys, how much louder can this message be? The parameters of your life are not what you thought they were. So much more is available to you than you imagine. So believe in your freedom, spread your wings, and fly. This crystal is here to strengthen your resolve to leave that cage far behind and drink in the pleasure of being free and ready to live in a new way. Now, when you think about living in a natural way, I think this crystal is actually pretty aligned to that naturally, right? So here's what I put with this crystal to help support that. Patchouli. Patchouli is a very exotic oil, and trust me, it does not smell like the cheap little sticks you light up and yuck. It's actually a very rich oil, and it helps with us freeing that mindset and helping us focus clearly on details that are important and getting to the root cause of things, right? And really having that confidence that we are enough and we're beautiful and graceful in all that we do. The other two oils I put with this was the marjoram and lemongrass. Both of those are detoxifying, so they help us free from barriers or limiting beliefs and thinking we're not worthy. Okay, so those three oils I think partner very well with the Sunstone message around freedom and breaking limitations and letting go of limiting beliefs. So next week, that's what we got, some more work to do on this one. All right, who's ready for the universe card? So this one, as always, they always seem to tie together, but this one had a really neat perspective to it. And I think you're going to like it. So it's orange calcite is the crystal, and its meaning is creativity, the pleasure of birthing something new, and it's sensuality and sexuality. Okay, so it's a very sensuous crystal. And what this means is that once we've kind of let go of the small stuff, when we've broken the bad habits and the limiting beliefs, this card comes into play very clearly, because then you see very clearly what's possible and you start to create. Your creativity and energy are super high when that happens. That's what this card is telling us. This is what comes next. Your ability to channel creativity and birth something new is exceptional. You have full role to create and be the artist right now once you've done that work of letting go. Being playful in that process, enjoying the journey of it. the crafting, feeling inspired, feeling with optimism. That's another big one, right? Happiness. Fulfillment, purpose, and joy are the gifts you receive when you have a clear channel for the artistry of the universe. Okay? Being able to heal the wound of the past so that when you were told no or you said no to something, it turns into a yes now. Okay, so this is kind of where everything comes together, ties it up with a nice bow of here's the blessing of doing the work of cleaning out your stuff, right? Healing your wounds and being able to move forward. This is giving us a blank canvas really to work from, and knowing exactly what we're going to sit down and create on this canvas, right? You don't have to sit there and overthink it. You know deep inside you. So imagine how much you might think differently about affluence, or how you might interact with your finances in new ways that are more beneficial to you. That's another way to think about this, right? Because it's abundantly and it's creatively, right? So everything is possible at this point. So guess what I put with this card? Love it. Blue tansy, because that is the oil of creativity, guys. You need a drop of this on your big toe every morning. I cannot tell you the times that I was, if you read my blog, I write 5 days a week all year long. And a lot of times it's really hard to come up with stuff to write about every single day. I cannot tell you enough about blue tansy. Put that stuff on your big toe every single day. Okay? It's incredible what it does for creativity. Ylang Lang, I put that one with this card too, because that is the card of sexuality and sensuality. So when your senses are really aware and acute, you are instantly more in tune to nature and what's going on, as well as in what's going on with you and what you need. Okay, so that's a really powerful oil. Jasmine is another one I put with this. Again, for that sensual awareness of our senses, being alert to what things taste like, smell like, feel like. All of that comes into play with this, okay? Because that heightens our creativity and our pleasure, which is all of what this card is telling us. So, big, beautiful reading here. If you have questions, reach out. Leave me comments. I'm happy to help you. But get you some of these oils and use them with this reading, because I'm serious, it will totally be an interesting experience to have. If you don't have them, reach out to me. I only recommend doTERRA because they got the good stuff, and it's actually very economical too. Okay guys, till next time, and I'll see you in August. Mwah.